To convert a number from IBI to decimal, simply multiply each digit by its corresponding place value and add up the sums. For example, take the IBI number I1, I0. I times negative 8i plus 1 times negative 4 plus I times 2i plus 0 times 1 all works out to be 2. Thus, I1, I0 equals 2. Another example is I1, 1i. Here we do I times negative 8i plus 1 times negative 4 plus 1 times 2i plus I times 1, which eventually works out to be 4 plus 3i, which is a complex number. Converting from decimal to IBI is slightly harder. We showed you a simple example in a previous episode, but now we will explain the full process. The most important thing to note when converting from decimal to IBI is that negative notation will often be used. Let us start with the number 5. The first step is to determine the largest power of 2 that is less than the given number. In our case, we would use 4, because 2 squared is 4. In IBI, the corresponding place with the number 4 is the negative 4's place, so we would fill in that place with a negative 1. This is because we started with a positive real number, so we want all our digits to create positive real values. Our number currently looks like negative 1 blank blank. Subtracting the 4 that we've just taken care of from the total of 5, we are left with the number 1. We would then repeat the same process of finding a power of 2, in this case being 2 to the 0th, or 1. The corresponding place with the number 1 is still the 1's place, so we simply fill it in with a 1. Our number now looks like negative 1 blank 1. We fill in the blank with a 0 to get negative 1, 0, 1, and finally convert the negative notation number back to standard notation to get I1, 0, 1. Let us try the imaginary negative 9i. We start with the number 8 because 8 is the largest power of 2 less than 9. Thus, the place we will start with is the negative 8i's place. Because we start with a negative imaginary number, we want the digits to form negative imaginary values. So, we just put a 1 in that place. Our number looks like 1 blank blank. What's left over is negative I, the result of negative 9i minus negative 8i. So we move to the 1's place. We want a negative imaginary value, so we put in the digit negative I. Our number now looks like 1 blank blank negative I. We turn the negative I into I1i for standard notation and end up with 1i, 1i. Voila! Thank you for watching the third part in our series on IBI. We've now covered some amazing conversions that you can do with it, but there are still many things to learn. If you missed the previous 2 episodes, please feel free to check them out. Thank you, and stay tuned.